audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
Giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K,
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 S-I-C-K.
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
Giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K,
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 S-I-C-K.
S-I-C-K.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. Bruins Vibes.
Bruins win the Stanley Cup.
Going into the corner. But, oh, the
a pane of glass on a gigantic...
Are you kidding me?
The sickest Boston Bruins podcast.
Sends it in, and it's Pasternak scores! Series winner for David Pasternak and the Bruins!
It's gonna be sick.
Hey, it's episode 8 on the Sick Podcast Network, the Bruins Vibes Podcast. Your guy, Brendan Sennott, hockey scrab extraordinaire, Jimmy Murphy. Bruins punked tonight by the Senators, 7-2. It wasn't even that close. Jimmy, we said last episode that I thought we were looking at the worst team in the NHL. You admonished me. Thoughts, my friend. Are they the worst team in the NHL?
The Bruins?
Yes.
Currently, I'd say yes at this second.
I hate being right, but man, I'm right.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
I think they've now established that. Look, maybe we shouldn't broadcast anymore after games. I mean, the only time we don't, they win. So,
True. They like winning on the weekends when we're not around.
yeah,
Maybe we should
but
start some weekend games.
yeah. Anyhow, look, I'll say this right now. Look, I want to go. I actually sent 2 clips to Shane. I want to play these 2 goals right now because I felt like these define what the Boston Bruins are this season. So let's play this was the first goal by the Senators in the second period, and then the first goal by the Senators in the third period. Both came within a minute and 10 of the period starting. So let's go to this right now.
And Levi Merilainen will play it to the outside. Sanderson wheeling from his own zone. He shakes free of Morgan Geekie, who has Boston's goal. Now it's brought deeper in the zone. They tip it home! Shane Pinto at the top of the crease on a beautiful combination play. And it's Claude Giroux that was lurking out in front. And the veteran gets the goal. Drake Batherson will tap it back. He has 2 goals tonight. Sanderson brings it along. They hinge in, and they score! Tim Stützle with a bullet. 5 seconds into the power play. Ottawa by 3.
So, Brendan, what I want to say about those 2 goals and what a reflection it is of this Bruins team right now is that, and this is not a knock on Marco Sturm. I'm not blaming him by any means. I am blaming Don Sweeney and Cam Neely again for the group of players that they put together, roster construction, and also not just when I say roster construction, I'm not just talking about what they are as players on the ice or capability, skill, whatever. I'm talking about determination. I'm talking about discipline. I'm talking about buying into something. I'm talking about doing something for the greater good of the team, being ready right off the hop. The Bruins weren't out of it in the beginning of the second period, and I know it might have seemed like it in the beginning of the third, but still, you come out. You have a strong start. Maybe you get a goal instead of them in the first 5 to 10 minutes, and it's a whole different game. They're not preparing. I was about to say not prepared, but that would reflect Marco Sturm. They are not allowing themselves to be prepared by their coach. They are not taking the lessons learned from whatever video they're showing them, whatever they're instructing in practice. The Bruins are not applying that right now on the ice. They're not regrouping properly when things go bad, and it just snowballs from there. And I think that, when you give up goals like that so early in a period and you're already chasing, they're backbreakers, and you're just never going to come back from that. So, look, this team right now, and we can sit here all we want and blame Cam Neely and Don Sweeney for roster construction, and we still will. But at the same time, this team right now, the players on that team, whoever they consider to be their legit leadership core right now, need to suck it up, look in the mirror, and own their mistakes right now, and start to step up right now, because it's embarrassing. That they should go. That plane ride home right now should be the longest plane ride of their career so far. It really should.
They didn't even bother getting off the plane when they got to
They
Ottawa
should feel
yesterday.
embarrassed, and they're lucky that they get to turn around and play another game tomorrow, but it's not going to be so lucky when a rested New York Islanders team that's on an upswing now is waiting for you already in Boston. It's not getting any easier. And for all you people out there who said, we had a great training camp, the practices were crisp, and the preseason was good, and this is a different team. It's a different mentality. I'm sorry. What? Do you hear those crickets, Brendan? Do you,
Yeah, a lot
chirp,
of crickets.
chirp, 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 chirp. Yeah, that's all I hear is crickets right now. And if you're going to come at me on social media and say, "Oh, Zadorov has been great," if that's what you that's what you consider great, and B, if you think you're in good shape when Nikita Zadorov is your best defenseman, and you have a guy like Charlie McAvoy on your blue line, then you really don't know hockey. You might as well just choose another sport to follow. I'm sorry.
11 games in, and the listeners are going to think that he's my whipping boy now. What the hell's going on with that guy? He's looked awful this year, Charlie McAvoy.
I don't know, Brennan, and
He's supposed to be one of the best
it's health
players.
related. I don't think it's health related at all. This is mental. This is something upstairs. He's not there. He's not in the games. I don't know whether it's adapting to a new life at home, as you pointed out a couple times, got married, kid. Did they have the kid yet? Yeah, they
Yeah,
did,
they got
right?
the little
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So they, a new baby. Who knows? Like, I get it. Life happens. We all have to adapt. And, God bless these athletes for the way they're able to do it and still maintain their professionalism and do what they do every day. But at the same time, like, I don't know what's going on right now, but he needs to find himself. He needs to, if there's a break coming up, I haven't looked at their schedule. It doesn't look like there's much of a break. I think the most they have is 2 days off between games. I think once maybe a 3-day break in the next month. I mean, it's not going to get easier because of the compressed schedule with the Olympics. But somehow, whether it's on a plane ride or whatever, man, get into some Zen or something. I have no idea. He needs some kind of mental reset right now because he is off.
Yeah, playing, I said it the other night, playing very robotic. You could tell he's thinking out there and he's not playing. It's bad. Like I said, I've never seen him look so bad. I mean, the power play is one thing, but this is just regular 5-on-5 play. He is not the Charlie McAvoy that we're used to seeing, that's paid like a top 4 defenseman in the NHL. It's not pretty. Now, the whole team, outside of David Pastrnak, who was not good tonight, the whole team wasn't good, is not pretty. We said that in episode 7. But this is what you signed up for, fans, and this is what you're going to get. 71 games to go. This is the pain and suffering that you're all going to have to deal with because it's just not there.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of guys. Yeah, great. They're and they showed some heart and could take a punch, and they got some grit. Not tonight. They didn't fight back tonight. They could have gave a damn. And you don't have any skill outside of Pasta. Maybe, I mean, Geeky's having a great year so far, but man, it's a skill league and it's not there.
I don't
It's
like.
very-
Look, I agree with you. There is a complete skill void on this team, and that's been pretty obvious even before the season started. But at least go down fighting. At least go down swinging, show an effort out there, compete, and that's fading away fast here. Like the game, and I think the game on Saturday afternoon. Well, clearly now we can say this, it was an anomaly. But even when I watched it, a lot of people were psyched up saying the Bruins are back. It's all good. They just beat the power out of that. And it's like, whoa, pump the brakes. Like,
the goalie stole him a game.
yeah, the goalie stole him a game. Jeremy Swayman. You know what? I didn't think he played that bad tonight either.
He didn't.
I seriously don't think any goalie was going to change the outcome of this game tonight for the Boston Bruins. I don't care if it was a reincarnation of Tim Thomas in 2011. It wasn't going to happen. And I just think right now that if you're Don Sweeney and Cam Neely, you have to look at it and say, all right, we've got teams calling us already for trades, right? We all know the Zacha trades. And I'm going to have something up on that on RG tomorrow about, the trade market and the Boston Bruins and how involved they are and Pavel Zacha and all that. Will be up there tomorrow on RG. I can't really say much about it now, but you can read it and we'll talk about it after the game tomorrow night. But what I can say is if they're to make some moves right now, chances are you're not getting like some guy that's going to come in and all of a sudden make you an elite
No
team.
savior. No saviors
There's
coming.
no savior coming on a trade right now,
Larry
right?
Bird, Kevin McHale, and Robert Parrish are not walking through that door.
Wrong sport, but yeah, I get what you're
Oh, yeah.
saying. Rick Pitino, I get it.
That was a pretty good
Um,
Patino, wasn't it?
It was Pitino. It was Rick Pitino. Yeah.
No, I'm
Uh,
saying my impersonation was pretty good of Patino.
yeah, except you don't look the least bit Italian.
Oh,
And
shut up. I'm not saying I'm a
I didn't say you weren't good looking, buddy, but yeah.
Right.
Listen, all I'm going to say is if I'm looking right now and I'm going to trade market, right? And I'm looking to acquire a guy right now. And, obviously I want to get a first round pick if I can for somebody, because as we'll continue to hammer home to the fans here and the listeners and the viewers, this is one of the best drafts coming up. It's probably the next best thing to 2003. Go look back at that draft and you'll see what I'm saying, and you'll realize how good this draft is. So this is actually a great thing in terms of
Best thing.
the rebuild of what's going on right now. But if I'm Don Sweeney and Cam Neely, and I'm looking at people available on the trade market now, I can't. I'm not going to give you a name or anything right now, but you know what I'm looking for right now? I'm looking for a guy that plays like the guy that was doing the analyst work with Andrew Raycroft and Sophia tonight in the Nesson studio, and that's PJ Stock. I'm looking for a guy that no matter what the score is, no matter his size, no matter how beat up he is from the last shift or the last game, no matter what, PJ Stock gave his all every single shift. He
Played like a
bled
bear with
black and
fire.
gold, and he bled any other colors he wore when he was a professional hockey player, any other level he played in hockey. He gave it all. I'm looking for a guy that's going to come in and spark this team and maybe not be too afraid to look at the team and say, you guys are playing like you're soft.
Yeah.
Go Michelle Therrien on them. They're
Very
soft.
soft
They're
performance.
soft.
Absolutely.
They're soft. Like just go in that locker room in the intermission and say, I'm disgusted with you. I want somebody, and maybe somebody's doing that already for the Bruins, but I want somebody to come into that dressing room right now and tell it like it is to the rest of the team and wake them up. And even if they don't win another game, like I said, if they go down swinging, then I'd be happy.
Yeah, that was the thing we had talked about on all the previous episodes. They were in every game to this point, and
But you
it
knew
was
that
complete,
wasn't gonna last.
right, right.
Yeah.
But it was a complete no-show tonight, and that's not acceptable. Why would you? Other than why would you stay and watch that? Why would you finish watching that game if you're a novice hockey fan? It was
I'm supposed to be covering and doing my job, but I won't lie. I had the Blue Jays and Dodgers game 3 on to my right here
yeah.
while I was watching it. Like, I'm sorry, it's a World
I
Series.
started doing my show prep with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
awful.
It's bad. So that's a great point you bring up, though, Brendan. Right? So I don't have the stats in front of me, and I haven't confirmed it yet. And I'll try and do this by tomorrow night's show. I was told that other than the Florida game, the Brad Marchand return, that the Bruins games have not been a sellout. That's the only sellout they've had. The Bruins may try and tell us different, as they always do, even though you'll be staring at the black seats saying, I guess it's Halloween every game and they're coming dressed as black seats. But I think that's what's going to change things. Like you just said, people have better things to do in their lives than to sit through that. And when they start tuning out, going to the rink and not paying for tickets and not feeding Jeremy Jacobs pockets with all the absurd prices in the concessions, and when they start tuning out and watching other things that are available on TV, that's when it's going to hit them. And that time is coming fast, I believe.
I texted one of my buddies in the third period, and he's a sports fan of another city. He's from another town. He's not a Bostonian, and him and I feel the same way about the sports teams that we follow. And I told him maybe I'll start reading more books.
Why not? Read Ken Dryden's books. They're good.
There you go. Yeah, maybe I'll read sports books about the good old days. But I said, maybe I'll start smoking a pipe and I'll get an ascot. Maybe, It'll become real
I'll
sophisticated.
tell you what, hey, I'm going, like I said, I told you the eye test, Pierre Maguire and I are going to be broadcasting live from McConnell's Distillery. It's the oldest distillery in Ireland. It used to be a prison.
Oh, nice. You fit in right in.
I'm going to fit right in a distillery in a prison. So we're going to be there on November 26th, day before Thanksgiving, broadcasting. So what I'll do is I'm going to be getting a lot of freebies, I think, Brandon. So I'm going to bring you home something to have with your pipe and your book, and you can just kick back and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, maybe a nice, like my nana used to sew me, like a nice Irish sweater.
Hey, listen,
I so unbearably uncomfortable, but
we got our guests, and you know what? We can look at things from the other perspective this game.
There we
got a
go.
guest on right now.
Yeah, this is our guy.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Alex Adams covers the Sens for Sportsnet. He's our colleague on the Sick Podcast Network. He hosts the Sens Spotlight podcast, which is an excellent pod. Check it out.
Thanks.
It's a hell of a lot better than this pod. Just kidding.
I know. I was going to say this must be just the worst game to podcast after. Although, as I was listening to you guys, the best takes, just the sky is falling, everything.
Yeah, see, I was trying to tell him that.
It's not,
yeah, Brendan texted me earlier. He's like, I don't know how I'm going to put up with 50 more games of this. And I said, what are you talking about? This is gold. I mean,
gold, Jimmy says.
Talk radio is boring when their teams are winning.
Oh.
It's the best when they're losing, So sorry for all the fans out there, but this is fun, I mean, everybody can come here and vent, and we urge them to do that every night. And the venting is going to become more and more so. But let's flip the script, Alex, and go on the other side there. If you're the Ottawa Senators, obviously you're happy about a big win like this over a division rival, and obviously doing it without Brady Tkachuk in the lineup, and no Linus Ullmark. He wasn't dressed, getting a breather. My question to you is, though, when you beat up on a team that's struggling and spiraling like the Boston Bruins right now, how much do you take as a grain of salt and how much do you take as a positive?
I think the fact of the matter is they just beat Washington 7-1 before this game. So the fact that you win 2 games and the goal differential is 14-3, Washington's a pretty good team too, right? So I think for the Senators, they're like, okay, we got our groove on. We're playing unbelievable hockey. The power play's humming. They're playing really good at 5-on-5. Like Ottawa completely dominated that game. Like not start, because obviously on the first shot of the game, Boston scored, but really after that, it was all Ottawa. I think if you're the Senators, you really feel like, okay, we put a bunch of good games together. They've won 3 in a row, got points in their last 4. I think Tim Stutz is on fire. Drake Batherson has 2-goal games in back-to-back games. Dylan Cousins is a point per game through 10 games. Like everything's slowly turning around. And guess what? They don't have Brady Tkachuk. Like this team looks in a really good place once Tkachuk comes back, and if they keep playing this way, to really start roaring up the Atlantic Division. And it was a slow start to the season, as it always is in Ottawa. But I think the fact of the matter, as you guys know, not a lot of people like Boston teams. And I'm sure for a lot of Ottawa Senators fans, this was a pretty fun win to beat up on the big bad Bruins.
Hey, well, how about those Patriots? No.
Hey, 6-2, Drake May, baby. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. What Boston fans got to be clinging to now. Alex. Yeah. Anyways,
no. But no,
I think guy we're a big fan of. Jimmy's always been a big proponent of this guy. Shane Pinto seems to be coming into his own, becoming that close to a 1C many of us thought he would become. Give us your takes on what you see from Pinto so far this year.
He's been absolutely unbelievable. Travis Green loves Shane Pinto more than I think most players on this team. He has the absolute trust on him. He's a complete 200-foot player. He can skate. He kills penalties. He has an unbelievable shot. Obviously, he has 8 goals. I think still leads the league in goals right now, which is incredible. He's going to get paid. Nick Cousins, not Dylan, after every game sings out ka-ching every time he scores. So I think he knows, everyone on the team knows he's about to get paid, but he's an unbelievable player. I wonder for you guys just in the States, like, is Shane Pinto on Team USA, right? As a 4th line guy that can kill penalties, who can still produce offense for you guys, right? Like he's not as talented maybe as some players, right? But on a 4th line, I can't think of too many players that are better than Shane Pinto for the purpose of playing as a 4th line checker, right? On Ottawa, he's a 3rd line player, but he's basically the number 2 guy. He gets the toughest matchups all the time. Against the Leafs in the playoffs, he went up against Matthews' line with Marner and Nyes. I think they only scored twice at 5-on-5 in the whole series. So like, he's a really good defensive player. So, and now he's scoring. So if you're the Senators, I think you have a bit of a conundrum in terms of how you pay him moving forward. But from the wire, right, the price of, it just keeps going up, the price of the brick. And I think he's going to get paid a ton. And he was really good tonight, right? That goal, the Giroux goal, he kind of starts, and that really got Ottawa rolling into obviously a 7-2 victory.
Yeah, you make a good point there. It's like, obviously the price keeps going up there, and they're going to come to a point where, yeah, he's their 3C, but can you justify paying your 3C as if he's a 2C or maybe even higher? How do you think they end up managing that when all is said and done, if they do keep him? Is there a quick solution there, or is it going to have to be a lot of moving around?
I think this goes to restricted free agency or close to. I think the question for Pinto is kind of the bet on yourself with the rising cap, right? I think if you're the Senators, you probably give him something around $7.5, $8 million for 8 years. And that's what, $60-some million. Or if you're Pinto, you say, hey, I think with the rising cap, if I get a 2-3 year deal at $7 million, maybe in 3 years from now, I could be making $10 million, right, on a 4 or 5 year contract.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would not be able to turn down $60 million versus $20 million. But these hockey players have the utmost confidence and are already millionaires. So I'm not in Shane Pinto's shoes. But I think that's almost the decision for Pinto is, hey, do you want to get a huge long-term contract? And remember, he got the betting scandal, right? So he didn't get, like, he's on a $3.75 million contract, but he basically that for 2 years. So he's only made maybe $8-9 million. He hasn't got that big raise for long-term. So turning down $60 million, I wouldn't do it, but maybe he will. And I think that's basically where the negotiations are at, is does Pinto want to bet on himself, or does he kind of say, okay, here's all the money, I'm the hottest player in the league, I'm going to sign a huge payday when I'm worth, the highest I've ever been worth as a player. So I think that's where the things are at. And so far, it seems like he's, at least for the time being, betting on himself.
Brennan?
You feel like he likes Ottawa? You feel like he likes the city, likes the community?
Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing is, for people that don't know, like, Pierre Dorian had this thing where he just loved drafting guys from North Dakota. So you have Jake Sanderson, you have obviously Tyler Clevin as well, Jacob Bernard Docker, obviously with the Wings, but he was from North Dakota. So they kind of all grew up together, right? Mm-hmm. And obviously on the U.S. development program. So Pinto's very close with Brady, with Batherson. I think all in all, if he feels like he's rewarded and has the contract he wants, I think he wants to stay in Ottawa. It's just about, does he think it's better to wait on and bet on himself or not? But I don't think this is a guy that's like doing a Pierre-Luc Dubois or something like that. I don't think it's about leaving the city. I think it's more about feeling like he's getting paid what he's worth. And the other thing that's interesting is you have Dylan Cousins, who's a point per game. He's technically your second line center. So are you getting paid as a second line center or a third line center? Pinto would tell you, I lead the league in goals. I'm a first line center in many ways, right? So it's kind of where, if he went to another team, he'd clearly be a second line center and then get paid accustomedly for that. So again, there's a lot. That's why I think it's a really tricky negotiation from all sides, just because of the money, where he is in the lineup. And at the same time, he's playing so well that he's clearly a very valuable guy, right? So they're kind of in this sticky situation.
And there are quite a few teams in the NHL that are center starved. Look at the Boston Bruins. There's going to be some team that might, a 200-foot center like Pinto with that kind of scoring touch, might even offer sheet him.
The one thing I would say, though, the reason why I would be very shocked if they traded him is the Senators' window to contend is with Brady Tkachuk, and he's on the team for the next 2.5 years, 3 seasons, right? Do you trade away a guy that makes your team infinitely better right now? I wouldn't do that. You're way better. You're not getting a guy that's as good as Pinto if you make that trade. That's for the future. So if I'm the Senators, I maybe take him to free agency and say, screw it, let's go for a cup or try to put all our chips in the next 2-3 years and see where we go. I think that's the interesting part of the dialogue as well.
My final question for you, Brendan and I were sitting here watching that game wind down mercifully for the Bruins fans. And, Travis Green challenges that call at the end. Like, so Brendan texted me. He's like, what's up with this? Like, really, man? The game's over, Did anyone ask him about that? Because what I was wondering, I said it straight out to Brendan. I go, maybe he's got a grudge against somebody in the Bruins organization.
No. So the league challenged it, he said.
Oh, it was the league. Okay.
They announced it as it was him, but he said he didn't. That's why after the play, people were still watching a 7-2 game with 9 seconds left.
Because I know Travis Green. He's not a prick like that. I mean, come on. He just, let's go home. Let's get a pint at the pub and get home, like enough.
Yeah, Travis Green's a character. Let's just say that. But good coach. And but he didn't make the decision. It was the league. So that's what he told us. So yeah.
So the league hates Victor Arvidsson. Okay, we know. Confirmed.
Well, he scored. They counted it, so they can't hate him that much. It's all
listen,
great, guys.
Hey, I know you got a long ride home, my friend. We appreciate you taking the time. All right.
Awesome. Take care, guys. Have a great one.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Keep up the great work, Alex.
Thanks, guys.
All right. There he is, Alex Adams, joining us here on the eye test. The Bruins Vibes. I get all my podcasts confused, buddy.
Yeah, man. Come on. You're the podcast of many faces.
I'm not passing the eye test right now. But no, that's good to know because I'm like, when you text him, like, that doesn't seem like him unless he's got some kind of grudge against somebody.
Yeah. That was just bizarre, man. It's like, the game's over. Yeah. He could have unbuttoned his tie at that point, his top button,
Exactly.
It was time to walk down the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were flying out too, right? Aren't they flying to Chicago? So
yeah. So they want to get out of Dodge too.
Yeah, exactly.
B, looks like we got some questions over here in the Q&A session here. What do you think?
Okay, we got some new fans tonight, it looks like.
No, hey, by the way, I want to give you a heads up before you go on, Brendan. It's been happening to us on the eye test. For some reason, YouTube is putting numbers in front of everybody's names. So that is the Ethan Russell. But it threw me off a bit the first time, but you'll notice that some of these guys will have you're going to see Harry Mostaway has these numbers in front of him now. Don't get confused. It's the original guys.
Great. I get confused anyways, and now you're going to tell me not to get confused. I'm already confused. Anyways, right. At Ethan Russell, 55-12. Do you think McAvoy is being told by the front office that he's a top 5 D-man and should be getting 60, 70 points? Think that could be a lot of pressure on his shoulders to be that player when he's not?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're paying him like. Of course they're telling him that. And of course they want that. It's up to him now to find that spot where he needs to be and where he needs to go to get his career back on track. There's clearly something going on here. At first I thought it was just health and getting back from the injury, but there's something more going on with him. I don't know what it is. I hope he finds his way.
I like my suggestion. I'm going to beat that dead horse till it's extinct. Start giving him some run, whether it's just on the power play at forward. Let him just freelance and do his thing.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about that. I think Lowry would be better on forward if you're going to switch a D to forward because he's a riverboat gambler. You know what I mean? I still think McAvoy dropping back as the defensive guy on the power play and the guy that's your last man back. Maybe it's better off to have him there. I don't know. I don't know what you do there. The power play is an enigma to me. So is the penalty kill. There's so many question marks right now.
Disaster. It's
there you go.
The Titanic heading towards an iceberg. What else we got?
We got any more questions, Shane? I thought we do. It looks like we do.
Yeah.
Shane, you there, buddy? Oh, not really questions, just statements. Well, pull the statements up. That's fine, Shane.
Yeah, let's pull the statements up. Why not? Let's. There's our guy at Harry Mostaway. Penalties all night long. Can't keep up. Pathetic effort. Reminds me of last year. How do you watch this product for another 71 games? Draft lottery. Here we come. Yes, sir.
You enjoy it. Look at the other team. If you're just a hockey fan, if you can be a hockey fan and not just a Bruins fan, then enjoy some of the players you're going to see along the way. I mean, I can't wait to see Macklin Celebrini. I can't wait to
Matthew
see him.
Schaefer tomorrow.
Matthew Schaefer tomorrow. Oh man, he is something else, huh? Like, wow. And I didn't realize too. Did you know? Like, I didn't realize how young he was. He just turned 18 in September.
It's crazy.
I thought he was 18 before. Like, wow, that's amazing what he's doing for the Islanders.
Did you see he set some record already for most minutes played? He broke Crosby's record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Crosby, by the way, amazing. 1,700 points he got tonight. And Malkin ripping it up. Penguins, man.
So here's something to be excited about, Bruins fans. The Olympics are going to be incredible. And there's going to be quite a few Bruins over there.
Yep, it's true. Or maybe they fall out of favor and they don't make it after all with how bad they're playing.
Well, I mean, Pasta's going.
Yeah.
Is
McAvoy still going? Is McAvoy still going?
I wouldn't take him right now.
No, I wouldn't either. I'd take
his father-in-law's the coach, for crying out loud.
Yeah. All right. What else we got? What other statements we got here?
For our guy, Chris Nosek, again tonight, Stern mentioned playing, not having buy-in. Something isn't right in the room. Someone needs to go. There is a cancer in the room. That's a strong statement, but as Jimmy said earlier, you're spot on, Chris. Something's amiss, and it's kind of the same attitude that you saw at the end of Monty's tenure. And they just are so robotic. Even when they have like odd man rushes, they flutter the puck away. They're just always forcing it. Like the wrong decision's always made. It's really bizarre. And these guys are all NHL players. Just doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense, but it's the Bruins are reaping what they sow from this roster construction. And until people stop showing up at TD Garden, it's what's going to happen.
You said something interesting there. You're talking about this is what they looked like at the end of Montgomery's tenure here, right? It's a great point by you, and I 100% agree. And on that note, can fan base and some media then stop always taking the easy way out and the team and blame the coach? Because let's really look at it. Let's go back to Cassidy, Montgomery, Sacco, and now Sturm. And still there's something wrong there that we can't pinpoint. Clearly it's not the coach because you're on your fourth coach right now. So at what point do we stop throwing coaches under the bus? At what point do we tell it like it is and either look at the players or look at management or both? I'm so tired of fans saying, oh, this coach has got to go and it's his fault and he stinks and his system sucks and this and that and that. Well, if the same thing's happening over and over through different tenures, through different coaches, well, then maybe it's not the coach. Like,
I'm going to go on a quick rant here, Jimmy.
The light bulb go on there for those people that love to just blame the coach. When does that stop? Right.
Exactly.
It's such a lazy excuse.
And I don't want, and the same lazy fans that blame the coach better not turn this on David Pastrnak. I mean, this guy was out there. He's trying to make saves against the Panthers, made a save. And I think he's the only one that's trying to get everyone rowing in the same direction. And there's just not enough buy-in. And he wasn't even great tonight. But it's not on him. I mean, the guy has 10 points in 11 games, right? I mean, what the hell else do you want?
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. And like you said, quick turnaround tomorrow. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they got their doors blown off tomorrow by the Islanders.
No, we'll see. What else we got? Anything else? Any more venting there? I see Chris Nosek has got another one there where he's talking about play the kids. Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. I don't like all that as well. But let's call a spade a spade. Sweeney did not do a good job constructing this roster. And I'll credit him when he does. He's done great jobs in the past, and he's put together some great teams and made some amazing trades. But let's tell it like it is. Like, can we stop defending Don Sweeney? You name me, find me. I want, okay? I don't have the time. If you can do it, Chris, by our next podcast tomorrow or after the game on Thursday, okay? Because let's tell it like it is. There's a good chance that Marco Sturm doesn't make it through his first season here. Okay, I'm not putting that out of the realm of possibility. I do think that Marco Sturm is in danger of losing his job before this season's over. Okay? And you can put that, I said it. That there it is on record.
Wow.
Okay? So that's what? Under Don Sweeney. Okay, and don't give me this, he inherited from Peter Chiarelli thing when I bring up this coach. The facts are the facts. Claude Julien, Bruce Cassidy, Jim Montgomery, Joe Sacco, and potentially Marco Sturm. So if Marco Sturm gets fired by the end of this season, that is 5 coaches that one GM has fired in a 10-year span. So he's averaging 1 coach every 2 years is getting fired.
Insane.
You find me a general manager, whatever that position is called in each sport, whether it's the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer, the Premier League, anywhere. You find me a professional sports league where a general manager survives that, is able to get away with that. Go. I dare you. I dare you to find it. I'll tell you what, if any of you out there can find that right now, and you prove to me that there is somebody that was able to do that, then dinner on me after a Bruins game sometime. We'll figure it out. We'll make the plans. We'll coordinate. But go ahead. Find it right now. I dare you.
It's going to be tough. And at this point, if he does sack Sturm, and it was funny, the weird thought popped in my mind, the fact that he went on the one-night trip that he was up in the box tonight. It's almost to the point where if he sacks another coach, he needs to bring his ass down from on high and coach the team.
Back to the Harry Sinden, Mike Milbury days and all that. Mike O'Connell days.
You keep saying the coaches suck, Donnie. So
no,
so much.
Let's first of all, we got to deal in facts here. Don Sweeney has never said any coaches sucked. Let's
right, yes.
Okay. So
but firing all those coaches, that's my point.
Right. He's fired a lot of coaches, but the problem isn't just him firing all those coaches. The problem is him getting the green light to do it and him not having to face accountability, or Cam Neely as well.
Teflon Cam.
Think about it. Since 2019, let's look at it, okay? So since 2019, what have the Bruins done? 2020 in the bubble, they were out. Was it the first round?
They won the President's Trophy and lost.
And then they lost in the second round to Tampa Bay, the eventual Stanley Cup champions. 2021, they beat the Capitals, right? In the opening round, and then lost to the Islanders. Okay. So second round again. 2023, the infamous disaster against the Florida Panthers in 7 games, out in the first round. 2024, out in the second round. 2025, no playoffs. DNP. 2026, very likely, no playoffs.
Right.
Again, find me a general manager that is able to survive that.
Right. When you're trending in the wrong direction. Insanity.
Yeah. And Chris is saying, well, Don literally ended that season saying that Cassidy, before he fired him, would be back. That firing was 1,000% on Neely. Really, you have proof of that? Because I can tell you right now that's 100% false, Chris. That firing was on Don and Cam listening to a spoiled portion of the Bruins dressing room saying, this guy's too hard on us. Oh, we can't take it. We don't want this. And they got rid of him.
And the
inmates ran the asylum. And that's what's going on here again. So no, that wasn't on Cam Neely. That was on the players going to management and getting Bruce Cassidy fired.
And it just goes to show now that all the character players that you've lost the last 5 years, since that, losing in the cup, you lost Chara, you lost Bergeron, you lost Krejci, you've lost Marchand. Other than Pasta, who's continued to evolve and shown character, like putting it all out there, laying it all on the line?
Yeah.
Not really seeing it.
No. And again, it goes back and look, I want the kid to succeed. I want Charlie McAvoy to be everything that everybody thought he could be, including myself. But he's got to find it right now. Whatever is going on, there's something off, and they need to figure it out fast. Because I'm sorry, Zadorov being your best defenseman is not going to get you to the playoffs. Zadorov on a Stanley Cup contender is a 6th or 7th defenseman. He is a depth guy. He is not a captain on a Stanley Cup contender, and he is not a top 4 pairing defenseman. Please, can we stop out there with the media, the fans settling and anointing this guy as like the next Zdeno Chara just because his last name begins with Z and he's big? No.
They put Aspero out there. They called him up tomorrow night. Why not?
Yeah. So
they won't scratch McAvoy, but the one thing they do have to do for certain is get Lori and him off the same pairing.
And what's with the love for Yoki Haro? Another depth guy that they make out to be like this top 4 guy, and they pay him like that. They even gave him a partial no trade clause. Like, this is getting insane.
I don't dislike him as much as you do, but yeah, I don't
dislike anyone. I just dislike his game. I don't dislike him.
Right,
I just
don't
think
his game.
I don't think he's worth what he's getting, and I think the Bruins have highly overrated their blue line. And if you can't see that right now, then you're in denial. You just got to take off your black and gold glasses, and you have to really see things for what they are.
100%. All right, well, quick turnaround. We're back at you tomorrow night. Could be another ugly one. So thanks, everyone.
No, they'll win tomorrow night. They're going to win tomorrow night. Time. Win tomorrow night, lose.
You're adorable.
just to tick us off.
All right. So I'll send you some Mike's cannolis if they win tomorrow.
It's all right. I can't eat them. Celiac, bud.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right. Yeah. Well,
it's all right. They have gluten-free cookies though, so there we go.
Okay, fair enough. We'll think of something. But yeah, I'll be shocked. I will gift you something, my friend, if they somehow win that game tomorrow night.
The challenge is out there, and I'm going to look too. Let's try and find a general manager that has been able to fire 5 coaches during a 10-year tenure.
Yeah, you guys have at it. I have a big boy job.
It's got to be, Brendan, before we go, I'm sorry to keep us, but I wonder, it's like, it's got to be something during like those old football dynasties, like the old Cowboys dynasties or
Shram.
Like it's unheard of. Think about that, man. That's a coach every 2 years, a new coach.
The only thing that instantly comes to mind is when Steinbrenner was going through managers like.
Yeah, there you go. Like I said, one of those old dynasties, like a Yankees or Cowboys or something. There you go. I bet it is
80s before he got suspended. Yeah. All the managers he had. I mean, the clown show that became. How many times did he fire Billy Martin and rehire him? There's the classic press conference when they were like they started bickering on the dais, and George actually made the comment. Look it up on YouTube. Well, then you're fired. Oh, you haven't even hired me yet, George. It's classic.
What about Harry Sinden? He might be the guy in hockey.
He had a lifetime contract, right?
Yeah, it might have been Harry Sinden. All right, we'll figure it out for tomorrow's show. Thanks, everybody.
Well, thanks to our producer, Shane. Thanks to everyone that checked in. Like us on Twitter, X, whatever the hell it's called today.
By the way, welcome aboard, my friend.
Yeah.
Brendan Sennott is now on Twitter. I will never call it X. At Bruins Vibes Host. All one word. At Bruins Vibes Host.
That's right? Me. Tried to sound important and dignified. But yeah, we are still Sickest Bruins podcast on the Sick Podcast Network. I'm Brendan. Thanks to producer Shane. He's Jimmy. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bruins lose 7-2. We're out of here.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast Bruins Vibes on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.